Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Snack Thoughts, and again, I welcome you to Snack Thoughts. And what's my thought for today? Well, for this podcast, I will title it Male Birth Control is Here. Male Birth Control is here. Now, what am I talking about when I talk about male birth control? Well, there's some articles, and it was studies have been done, and they actually came out with the male birth control back in 2019, but it hasn't been placed on the market yet. And the reason being is because you have big major pharmaceutical and the companies that manufacture female contraceptives and also condoms. And so they blocked, male contraceptive, so not condoms, but and not the vasectomies, but male birth control, where they can take a pill or either an injection. So these big pharmaceutical companies, they blocked the move from allowing it to come onto the market. And supposedly, they have obviously low interest in it, and the excuse that is being used, and it's here, it's going to eventually make it, but it's that they're saying that it would take about 10 years to finally get something like that on the market. Now, to bring things up to date, this male birth control contraceptive, it did pass the initial test, with humans. So it did pass with the participants that they had, and they gave some a placebo, and they gave some the actual, pill itself. And so it did pass that. Now, understand something. There's another contraceptive, a form of male birth control by Cream, which is called, the company or the name of the cream is called Visalgel. And so basically what a man can do if he chooses to use this cream, he just applies it, I believe, to his shoulders, and I think it may be even to his back. It's certain parts of their bodies, but definitely the shoulders and the back, where they apply this cream called Visalgel. And so, and what it does, it functions the same way as a vasectomy would, but basically it's kind of like I guess you might consider like maybe a beta blocker, but this cream and these other forms of male contraceptives that come in the pill form or either through injection, they either somehow damage the head of the male sperm, and I think it might be the tail, but it damages it so that it makes it ineffective in fertilizing the egg to get the woman pregnant. Now, there's a biomedical engineer, and where this actually is coming from, who actually invented this, is a Sujoy Guha, and he's an Indian, professor and a biomedical engineer. And the company that's seeking to come out, this is not for Visalgel, but for the male contraceptive that he's created in the pill form, is by a company called Rysug. And obviously he needs lots of funding in order for it to break through onto the market. And he said that the big name pharmaceutical companies have that funding and the power to allow this to come to be. Now, the contraceptives, these male birth control forms, whether it's by injection or whether it's through using the cream Visalgel or Dr. Guha, his contraceptive, which would be the male taking the pill. They're already here. They've been here since 2019, and this is in India, but they just haven't made it through to the markets on the westernized world. Now, here are the prices that they intend to charge. This is for Visalgel, and this right here, this is a cream, right? And the male applies it to their body, and what it will do, it will render them unable if they have sexual intercourse without any condom, like if the woman doesn't use birth control and she doesn't use a female condom, it will render him the inability to get her pregnant. But they intend to sell it in like low to middle income countries for per individual the price would be $10 to $20, and then in wealthier countries per individual it would cost those of us that are in wealthy countries would cost us $400 to $600 for this cream, and I have to imagine it'd be the same for the pill and for the injection. Now, I mean, that's a big markup there, that you can go to, say, maybe lower to middle income countries and you can get it for $10 to $20. Whereas here, if you come to the United States or other rich nations, I'm quite sure they're probably going to make you go through probably your doctor, to get this type of treatment, and they're going to mark it up and make much more money. Obviously you can see the case. I mean, there's a big difference between $10 to $400. That's a big difference. You're talking about what, 40 times, and then $600 to 20. So if it comes to the West, and I definitely know the United States, we wouldn't be able to just necessarily go and just purchase this over the counter. We would have to go, I guess, like maybe women do, have to go through, our doctor to get a prescription in order to get this male contraceptive. Now, my thinking is this. Here's my thoughts on this. I believe that the big name pharmaceuticals, they're it's going to come out. It's coming anyway, because India has it, and they're already testing it on men in India. So it's going to make its way. But I think that the big pharmaceuticals, they're going to drag their feet, because now until they figure out a way how they can profit off of it without losing any money off of female contraceptive and off of condoms. Because you're talking about a $1 billion, you're talking about billions of dollars, a $1 billion industry. And I personally do believe that once they release this new male form of birth control onto the market, I believe that men would take it. And here's where I'm going with this. There's no secret. We all know about the baby traps and the womb hustles, and this is no offense, to women, but I mean, it's the truth. Even myself, what I'm saying, I had, been a product, of the baby trap, but I believe that men would take the pill, and because I believe with men that they don't want to, they won't get women pregnant that they don't want to have children by. And it may seem a little bit harsh or cold, but that's the cold reality. A lot of men that are fathers today, they were made fathers because, the woman chose, and you guys heard it before, how you see these women out there, these feminists in the streets, my body, my choice. So a lot of men, would not get women pregnant just in a woman. If it were left up to men, a lot of women would not have gotten pregnant because those weren't the women that they chose or wanted to have kids by. And that's the honest truth. Then you have to look at from another aspect. If you look at the child support system, you talking about that's a whole lot of cheddar right there. And so if you put this birth control in the hands, of men, and men being aware of what's going on, with the system, numbers definitely in population, I believe, would definitely decline. But I believe that men would pull off of this contraceptive, in order to have children with women that they really love and who they want to raise families with. And that's just the honest truth. A lot of, in some cases, a lot of men, that have, got kids out of wedlock, and even some that may be married. They didn't have the power in their hands, but if the power were in their hands, they would not have gotten these women pregnant. They honestly wouldn't, And like I said, it's not to offend, but I'm just keeping it real. So looking at it if you look at it from a macro perspective, from the big companies' eyes and the system, it actually would make sense why they're not showing interest in putting this new form of male contraception into men's hands, because men are logical. Generally speaking, men are logical, and men, they would take that pill. They'd be like, okay, hey, I don't have the treatment is supposed to be like 98% effective against impregnating a female, if you take this birth control. So 98%, that's pretty high. And it's only going to get better as they refine the technology, But yeah, it's something. It's really interesting, But I'd heard about this about back in 2020, early 2020. I heard of it, and I was like, oh wow, new male form of birth control. You don't have to go under the blade or get cut, to basically keep from impregnating anybody. But it's something to think about. But it's definitely it is here, and so eventually they'll get the funding for it, and eventually it's going to push through. I personally believe. I think I read an article where it was supposed to have come out in 2020, but for some reason it got delayed or stalled, And then with this COVID, I have to think that probably pushed it back. But this was supposed to come out, on the market back in 2020. So I am taking a guess. If they're already giving it to some men in India, already tested out, and they've already made the human trial already, the initial test, they're probably going to run maybe a couple more tests. But I believe that this male birth control, including this Vasogel, because they already have their price range set for it. So I believe it'll probably be out in the next I'll say the next 2. Not more than I'll say not maybe more than 4 years from now. I believe it'll be out here, but it's just something to think about. But again, I'm going to leave links, saying to the articles. One, I had it off of BBC News, and the other one was directly off of this website where I had found Dr. Guha, this biomedical engineer in India. But the company name is Rizug, and this is a startup, so this is a startup company. So hey, for any of you that are interested in investing in startups, hey, you might want to do some research and check it out. And then, like I said, the name of this other one with this cream is called Vasogel, So it's a male contraceptive, it's cream you apply to the body. But just something to think about, something to think about. But I think it'd be good, for them to come out with this male contraceptive, or this contraception or male, pill or injection, whatever, and give women a break so they don't have to have the responsibility of handling all the birth control, hey, let the guys shoulder it. But I believe the guys will take it. Ain't no doubt, guys will take it. But that's all I have for this podcast. But the name of my podcast is called Snacks Thoughts. That's SNAKZTHOUGHTS, Snacks Thoughts. And you can find my podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Spreaker, Listen, Radio PBM, Apple Podcast, iTunes, and SoundCloud, and a host of other social media platforms. So please subscribe to Snacks Thoughts. And also I have a YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. And when you go over to my YouTube channel, smash that bell to subscribe, and you get any podcasts, videos, any live stream, anything going on the channel that'll be coming out. And hit that like button and leave comments. If you don't like it, hit the unlike button, but leave comments. I'd like to dialogue and interact with you. But that's all I have on this one. But again, male birth control, hey, is here. All right, guys, I will catch you soon on the next one. I told you this content is coming, and I'm a man of my word. Peace out, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.